All right, everybody. I see all those crazy comments out there. We got Captain Shark is first. We got 45 Auto, which says, I'm shocked Rick wasn't on immediately after. Well, you know, you got to get some tea. I haven't even had dinner yet. I've been having too much fun. Having too much fun for sure. We got Combat Gaming. Appreciate you showing up. So we'll get started here in a second. I got to do some administrative skill stuff. Make sure everything is working properly. And that'll give you guys time for grab some popcorn and all that fun stuff. So let me get this started here. Oops. So hopefully you guys had a chance to see the chat I was on with Hank Strange, which is pretty cool. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded. He does a chat every night, Monday through Friday, which is crazy. I don't know how he can put up with all that. I couldn't imagine having to do it every night if I didn't want to, per se. I have been enjoying the heck out of it, so it's been a lot of fun, and I always appreciate you guys showing up. So I'm almost done with all this madness. It says we got 13 people watching so far, and that is awesome. Give me one more minute, and then it's fun time. And I actually got a special guest on. You've seen him before. Let's see here. This is such a pain. But I'm almost done. So that's the important part. Almost done, my friends. All right, that's what I needed right there. And boom, save. Let that go through. With this blazing speed of internet we have here. All right, okay, now I can see everybody. Thoughts of an old soldier's out there. Daniel, God is my judge. No, not Ray. Someone special. Someone like real special. Let's see. We got the GOAT, Jim Jackson. How you doing, buddy? 30-30 versus 45-70. Ooh, that's a good question. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Who did I miss? I see. Oh, my goodness. You guys are all out here already. Okay, we got Bad Billy 429. How you doing? Thoughts of an old soldier. Larry Harry's holster. Mr. Harrison himself. You've got issues with tea. Yes, I do. Doug B, how you doing? And how are you not a diabetic? I know. You know what? When I go to the fire station, I have them check my sugar levels. And guess what? I am right where I need to be. Joaquin's in the house. Keith Gregory, Steel Punisher. 69. And Hank is a machine. That was fun being on his chat. Tell me what you guys thought. Kind of wanted to do this as was that a lot of fun? Did you guys like get to meet other channels in the comment section? Was it pretty cool? Got Tread out there. Yes, Tread, I am live again. I'm alive, buddy. You're a freak of nature. Hey Harrison, you still have my phone number. You should send me a text with your email in it, and I can I want to throw you on this chat if you're not busy, because I want to talk some holster action. See how things are going. WTF SoCal, what's up, my brother? It's almost sushi time, buddy. It's getting close. Is that real sweet tea? Does it make your teeth hurt? Sometimes. Mario's out there. How you doing? Mechanic. All right, so we'll get started. Man, I'm watching this at 144 internet. Isn't good enough. Oh, well, you must be in a shitty area like myself, because my internet is not very good. But with that said, we got a lot of great people out there, and we got Mr. Let's see. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to be nice or mean. I'm going to be nice. We got Mr. Bryson.
Hola. How's everybody doing this evening?
Good, man. Hey, Eric. How you doing? If your internet keeps giving you crap, PM me. I got possible solutions for you. I had no problems with mine once, so I fixed what the guy else did. Boom, 100 megabytes down, 20 megabytes up. Yeah, you need to come over to my house. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Yep, we got the kid. The kid. They're calling you the kid, which is good. Be proud of that, Bryson. Someday you're going to be the old man. See this stuff right here? See this? Your hair, if you're lucky enough, will turn this color one day.
Based on my family heritage, I don't think we will have hair.
Oh, really? Is your dad lacking on that part?
Oh, yeah, he's lacking big time. I'll walk in. How's it going, Bald Eagle? We doing all right?
Thoughts of an old soldier. I'm running AT&T, but it's crappy. And I appreciate your service, so thank you very much. All right, and we got someone here, the famous dun dun dun. Who is it? Any guesses? Is it a guy with a mohawk? Looks like you're drinking beer, buddy. I know you're not, but
this is Powerade.
Powerade, better than ET. Oh, starting off with that. How you doing, Mr. X-Ring? Ramigo.
I am doing well.
Ramundo. Obviously, you're in the front porch.
Yeah, just trying to get stuff ready.
That's cool. You I can't turn your camera off for you, so I don't know if you.
Just give me just a second. I'm grabbing some stuff out of the truck, and I'll be right back.
All right, buddy. You take care. You take care. Let's see. Let's see. Code Red, X-Ring. Let's see. The myth, the legend is here. Doug Beef is.
Ain't no myth about it.
Ain't no myth. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
What's up, Chico Eyes?
Chico.
And SoCal's in here.
I know. I saw him. He said, "Shocker, we're going live." Now, just
Bryson, are you bringing a full cleaning kit for your truck?
I can.
I mean, cleaning rod or anything, or no?
I wasn't planning on it, but I can if I need to.
I'll probably would if you can.
Okay.
You guys are leaving out tomorrow at 10?
Well, he's coming over to the house at 10. We're going to go ahead and copper foul his barrel, because when we get there, it's going to be pouring down rain. Friday is going to be brutal, guys. The temperature with the wind, they're calling for sustained winds from 14 to 17 miles an hour. The high is 40, so it's going to feel like 32. And we start out, it's going to feel like 19. So a long day ahead on Friday.
It's supposed to snow here tomorrow.
Yeah, it's supposed to just taper off by the time we get there.
That's because you guys are heading south, right?
Kind of east.
Okay. Well, you'll be out of the mountains, so you won't be dealing with the stuff I got to deal with. Is that Bailey?
Yeah. She is not happy.
Why you poor
guy? She said, "Are you talking to those knuckleheads again?"
Bailey. You don't sick them. Bite Dad in the foot. How you doing, Robert? Thanks for showing up. My favorite can gun is a 357 Dan Wesson kick gun with a 6-inch barrel made in 1983.
Eric got a 1 MOA group out of a box of Privy 308. That's pretty good.
Nice. Where are you at, Rick? I'm in
Jackson said he was in Maine and the wind chill was minus 60. That's a little too cold.
Nah, I'm out.
Minus 60?
Minus 60.
Someone had asked where I'm at, but all three of us are in North Carolina, in the mountains of North Carolina.
North Kakalaki.
North Kakalaki, where the sweet tea runs free. The GOAT Jim Jackson got a pellet gun. That's cool. Some of those pellet guns are pretty awesome. I wouldn't mind trying some of those ones with the tanks out, like the 45 caliber ones. Those look pretty cool.
You ever shot that one I have, Rick?
Is it a tank one?
No, it's a Benjamin.
Yeah, I believe so. The one pump ones. The
Brake barrel. It's a screamer.
Yeah, I got a decent one here too.
Combat Gaming on the earlier chat with Hank posted an 828, which usually means he's up here in our area.
Yeah, and then what's his name was saying he's in South Carolina,
In Landrum. He's over there with TR Prepper, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in
That's Traveler's Rest.
Traveler's Rest, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of the guys that are close by. One of these days, we got to get that, do a YouTube. I got to quit clicking on this damn thing. Yeah, YouTube meet and greet would be fun. You got a toboggan there, Mr. Bryson, for the match?
I have one that I plan on wearing.
There you go. Mag band failed Washington State for this year. Yay. That's good. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, appreciate it again. Armament and Axes, that was fun. Yeah, that's right. If I didn't drink all the sweet tea, I wouldn't be awake right now to do all these live streams 24/7. So. Man, I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Well, yeah, WTF SoCal. See? This is what happens when you grow up in the western states.
Well, it looks like he had a good time on his overlanding trip.
Yeah, I saw a couple of cool pictures, so that was cool.
Yeah. No, this is not a hat. This is not a hat.
That isn't a hat. That's a beanie. Beanie, skull cap. How far are you from Fayetteville?
Oh, we're a good ways. That's 4 hours, 4.5, something like that.
Oh, that is a ways.
Yeah, Joaquin, what I decided on was the Glock 34. That way, Bryce and I would have the exact same mags and everything else. I came this close to shooting that Wilson.
You came even this close
to the 365.
365.
But you can always bring it as an emergency backup.
No, not going to do it.
TV? Do you want to at the Smoking Pig in Pendleton, South Carolina? Their barbecue and brisket is amazing. Oh, that'd be cool. Actually, I think I've been by there before. Is that where that big fireworks stand is, like out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing?
Yes.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
I've driven past that place before.
I've eaten there, and it's pretty dang good barbecue. I don't want to talk about barbecue when I've been dieting so much. I can't do it. Oh.
We talk about donuts. You guys all fat.
I'm going to eat a donut before the match.
You should. All that work you've done, all that running and exercising, you should be able to have a donut right before the match. You'll burn it off. Kathleen
said not a fan of small pistols, but those P365s shoot like a big rock pistol.
They do. It's an amazing firearm for sure. Yeah, 45 Auto says, send me some barbecue. There you go. Let's see. Y'all have to be very close to me. Yeah, if you're 828, you're definitely close.
What part of Asheville or 828 are you in? Are you towards the airport? You towards Asheville?
Andersonville.
Yeah.
Hippieville.
Fletcher.
Can you put a hollow sun on a 365? You can do anything with duct tape, my friend.
You know, I don't shoot a dot, nor have I ever shot a dot in competition. So this is just something new to try. Why not?
You're going to bring a stone bowl.
Oh, he's in Forest City. Oh, man. He's right down the street. He's down there just above Shelby.
Okay. I'm going back to work, hitting steel on the 24th. Flying to work.
I'm gonna take my
All
Gucci
day long.
pillow.
That's right.
Gotta have something to rest that head on when you're sleeping.
That's right. Waiting for Ray around the corner. Is
Hey.
he here yet?
Hey, we have 19 minutes per mile. I will use 18 minutes and 58 seconds of every bit of that time.
You should.
Because there is no benefit. There is no benefit whether you get there in 10 minutes or you get there in 19 minutes. As long as I don't reach 1901, I am good to go.
And then you got it figured out on your phone, so you know in the 1 minute.
Yeah, Eric was in. Eric says he was in Cherryville today. I've got a friend out in Cherryville, and I've got a place where I can shoot out there about 400 yards. There's actually another private range that's about a mile from him, and there's some former special operations guys that run a place out there. At least that's what I've been out there shooting with them. I don't know how many were special operations. I think 2 of the 4 were.
Yeah, I remember saying once you learn the dot, it's a lot faster than irons, but irons rarely fail. Yep.
Yep.
I can't get used to the dot. I don't really like the dot.
I love the dot.
Yeah, you're one of those high-speed operators that needs that dot. Shooting all like open sight, open class.
Cheater gear, I know. Okay. All spade a spade.
I gotta admit though, the shotgun's really cool. You need a wheel on the bottom of that mag, and you just run around and drag it around.
Yeah. No,
See, TB is thinking like I am. That is not late. That is making the par.
That's all you need. And
That's
then
it.
you got to sit there for 2 hours anyways, wait for your turn to shoot probably.
Yeah, probably.
okay.
50-50 on red dots. Kathleen.
Yeah, that's the magazine for his 12 gauge.
Good.
That gives a whole new meaning to the term banana clip.
That's King Kong banana right there.
Now, to give you an example, okay, this is a 30-round PMAG, okay?
That's hilarious, is what that is. I'm telling you, I was telling these guys.
Now, you're really into compensating.
You need it. Wow. So give us the numbers on those.
So this is a 25-round drum.
That weighs 25 pounds.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
And then this is 20 rounds. So.
Jim wants one. Jim says he wants one of those.
Yeah, they're worth it.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, SoCal, 19 minutes is 3.15 miles per hour. That is correct. That is almost a mall walker pace. But now you got to throw 50 pounds on your back, because what started out as a 30-pound pack, right at 31, I am at 40 right now with all the ammo and everything. I think Bryson, you're closer to 50.
Yeah, probably with the Leicas, the tripod, and all that stuff. I'm going to be right at either 49 pounds or 50. It's
armament axes, 1,000 yards iron sights is not too bad, actually.
Oh, with your eyeballs. We were shooting the other day at 303 British, I think is what it was. Iron sights.
I shot that to 700.
Yeah, I could not hit the damn thing at 700, let alone barely even see the target. It was the size of a granule, sand granule. It was ridiculous. Ray hit it twice in a row.
That's one of those things where you kind of write that one down in your book and you're happy about it.
Never do it again, ever.
No, we actually, back when we were at Camp Lejeune, we used to shoot at the Hathcock range, and we would shoot irons on M14s out to 1,000.
Where's the other half of the range at?
Where's the other half of the range?
Didn't you say it's Hathcock?
The Carlos Hathcock range. Hathcock. White feather.
Got it. Nick,
okay, so Kathleen brings up a really good question. If you do not have a spotter, you're going to not only waste a lot of ammunition, but
Where is it?
you're really not going to have. I mean, if you're shooting really long distance, let's say 1,000 yards, you're going to have time to get the gun settled back down and be able to see where that splash is. But that's only if there's an impact area that shows splash. So what the spotter does is not only is he trying to assist you with wind calls, but he can watch the vapor trail all the way into the target. So even if it misses, they'll still be able to tell you where you missed if there's no splash.
Yeah, get him, Bailey. Yeah, that, and you probably don't want to be as magnified either. It'll help out if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
I was looking up how to grow your channel.
Oh,
I have one of those TV. I love TV, man. He's always trying to help us out. Yeah, their intro video. If someone comes to my channel for the first time, I think it turns on.
What's up, Kenneth? Hadn't seen you in, I haven't heard from you in about 30 minutes.
I sent him a link. I sent Eagle Eye a link, so if you get bored there, mister, come on here.
Yeah, like SoCal says, unless you're
iron.
shooting a mile in slight fog.
Yeah. Someday I'm going to do that. Dun, dun, dun. Kenny's in the house. That's right. Give me a minute. All right, cool. Come on over and play.
this thing keeps getting heavier.
Man, my freaking head is killing me today.
Have you weighed it yet?
I weighed it earlier and it was 46.
How many bars? Did you see what Yang's bringing?
How
for
can
food?
you only be 6 pounds heavy? Well, you still got to get some stuff from me as well.
Yeah.
That sucks, Bryson. Yeah, you got to carry the optic or the.
You know what? It's going to be
55 pounds when you're done.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's going to be 49 pounds before I even get it to you because I got to add water to the bottle.
Yeah, I don't even have a bottle in my bag yet. And you've got the Leica binos and the tripod. So that's going to put you another 3 pounds, 4 pounds.
Kathleen, yes, that was for a 12 gauge. It's not no ordinary 12 gauge.
Jackson, if I could get Bryson to put a 6-pack of Diet Coke in his pack, I'd probably pay him like $10 a day.
He would totally do that.
Make it 20. I'll do it.
Let's do a raffle. Hit about a head and a hand. We got $10 here. Come on, and say head.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad deal. I mean, because if you go out to Vegas or something, you're going to pay $5 for Diet Coke. I'm going to get 2 for free.
Yeah, you know how much it is in the middle of nowhere? It's even more. It's like the fuel you paid when you were with SoCal in the middle of Timbuktu trying to buy fuel.
I think the guy shafted me is what he did.
I don't like talking about fuel. I just filled up my truck and I was like, oh.
Hey, Bryson, the best advice I can give you. Do you want to hear it?
I don't know. Do
Just
I?
say yes. Just say yes.
Okay.
That's still not yes.
Yes, Rick.
Okay. Is to put a couple Diet Cokes in the bottom and tell Ray that you never brought any, and then you'll be a superhero around.
But I'm here. I heard this.
You're
now
around.
I'm going to expect
10.
him to have one. He's going to be like, no, I don't have one.
Don't expect anything, Ray. So if you want to be a hero, Mr. Bryson, you just might want to do that. Just saying. You only really need 1, maybe 2. You need 1 per day for sure because he's going to be cranky. And I know him when he's cranky. And if he doesn't eat and he doesn't get his Diet Coke, he's going to be an asshole the rest of the day.
He gets angry.
And then you're going to miss 1 shot. And then you're going to have to hear from him, oh, my God, I can't believe you missed that shot. Oh, la, 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 la. And you're going to have to hear that for 10 more miles. So let me just tell you, I know this guy long enough to know.
This guy over here knows me too well.
if you want to survive this, you're going to want to put a Diet Coke in the bottom of your bag. There you go. You're welcome.
Thank you, Rick.
Let's see what Eric says here. We got Krispy Kreme's got the hot and now sign on X-Ring. Yeah, he needs to be sponsored.
I know it. No, I read it, and it just got me thinking, running to Hendo, but that'd take me an hour to get to Hendo.
Just go out there ahead of time and put some coolers with locks on
Yeah,
them.
see, Daniel, I got it figured out. Diet Coke will negate the Krispy Kreme, so it equals 0.
There you go. X-Ring says he'll bring you some Diet Coke. No. Eagle Eye said he'll bring you some Diet Coke. Let's see. I feel like you train him right, he'll be back. Yeah. King, what's he saying? What we got here? That's why I'm avoiding the really cheap. In 1981 reputation, they have terrible fixed sight. Yeah, I don't know much on that. Let's see. Ruck Marchin. What's Eric saying? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to sneak one of those in there. He better. Good to see you.
All right. Heck with y'all. I'm going to get comfortable in here.
You might as well. And a pack of Mentos until Ray makes the leap on oh, yeah. All right, what do we got here? Can't believe you only drank the case on 3.5 days when we met. Yeah. I drink any diet drink, I will puke within 5 minutes. Artificial sweeteners are the worst than real sugar unless you are diabetic. That's how I am. I cannot drink. This stuff is like drinking battery acid. It seriously comes in.
What are you talking about?
Eats my
That
freaking
Pure Leaf
stomach.
iced tea. He left a little mini bottle in the back of the Ranger, the Polaris, one day, and I was like, what the heck? I'm going to try it, see what this is all about. I drank about that much of it, and I almost threw up. It was so sweet. I can't handle that kind of sugar. Well, I can if it's in a donut.
It's real. Oh, yeah. Or Cinnabons, or waffles, or pancakes.
Yeah, that's a good question that he's got right there from Hitting Steel, California. All right, so you know what? I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'll let Bryson answer.
No, you go ahead, because I don't know if I want to answer because of the people shooting the match probably watching this.
No, there's nobody watching this that shoots the match. Okay, so no, Rick doesn't dip. Okay, so I am going to take 3 Glock mags for my pistol. So that should be about 57 rounds, okay? Because I think I've got 19 of these in each. Rifle mag, I'm going to take. And then Bryson's going to carry one of the 30 rounders on the back of his pack just in case I need it. A lot of times when you're working in teams, you'll carry the other guy's ammo in your pack as a spare so that you can grab it in case it's needed on a reload, so you're not digging around for it. Bryson, on the other hand, was planning on taking 4 Glock mags with 50 rounds extra. So
I am not doing that now.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit much.
4 mags. That's it.
Oh, here comes Todd. Nice work on Hank's channel. Thank you. Ice T6 lead. I'll leave that out. No, we're not doing 3-gun. This is a ruck match. It's a team sniper match. And you have a 2-man team, and we're going to cover 30 miles over 3 days carrying everything. Yeah, the problem is, Jim, and I know Waffle House is 24 hours, but we actually start the ruck at 6:30 every morning, and we come in at dark.
I don't trust Waffle House before a match either. That's not happening.
No, Waffle House is fine.
Thanks, Elster. Waffle House. Yeah, he either needs waffles, cinnamon buns, donuts, something.
I can eat a whole tray of Cinnabons by myself, and Rick will tell you that. That's after eating pizza.
That's true. Yeah, he's kind of like a Hoover vacuum. If it's got sugar on it,
it's like a hummingbird,
bam,
man.
It's gone.
Gotta eat.
I drink all this iced tea just to keep up with them. And a few bars an hour. Did you guys read this one? There you go.
If you have to drop a deuce and a half during the match, you just bring striking paper and hope that you walked fast enough to take in account for your poop time.
Yeah.
Guys, you got to understand, if you do not make the time hacks, so when we start Friday morning, the very first leg, I believe, is 3 miles. It's either 3 or 6 miles. I was talking to W today, and that'll be the first time hack. And that has to be done at a 19-minute a mile pace, or you are DQ'd out of the division with no eligibility for that prize, the prize table, basically. So you cannot miss the time hack. So if you've got to stop to adjust your jacket or your pack or whatever, and I'll be running the Garmin watch, because whenever you start, you just hit that and it'll keep track of time and mileage and all of that for you.
I think we ought to do
Your
this.
paces.
When you get back, we ought to try this at VOD. Instead of a bottle, Diet Coke,
Yeah.
and then have like a tube with them all sitting there, and if we shoot the string or something at 300 yards, then the Mentos fall in, and you know you made it. What do you think, Bryson?
I think it'd be pretty cool. I'll do it.
There you go. We can all keep shooting at it.
Todd, I am not important enough to get invited to a PSA media event. That's for guys like you and KB32.
Yeah, you big channels. The big
Scattered,
boy.
smothered, and covered. You forgot chunked.
With cheese.
Your undies
Oh,
with
jeez.
chunks. Even let's see.
Jeez. I think Nick's in Korea. 31 cases of corona. It was 7 earlier this week, 1 last week. Jeez.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's going to spread.
It has been spreading. Oh, but now it's in Korea. That's what we're getting at here.
Yeah.
Damn it.
The second and third day, I'm sure you're going to be chafed.
Who said that?
Damn.
No, not. He's talking about feeling the burn in your legs. I think it's going to be more chafe than anything.
Yeah. Better get some butter, nut butter.
Rick. Oh, you. Never mind.
Monkey butt. No, monkey butt powder.
Yeah, monkey butt's good.
Monkey
Nut
butt's
butter
not
needs
good.
What's that?
There's nothing good about monkey butt.
Oh, jeez.
There is in the powder form.
Yeah, there is in the powder form. Trust me. Those fires are long, many days. Nothing better. Monkey powder.
All right.
All right. Well, he's suiting up. Let me get my pack on.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
On my back.
I saw one of your reloading videos today. It was good. You spent a lot of time on those videos. I like it. 22 long rifle challenge sounds fun to do. We talked about that. We got to download that thing.
All right, so there it is, right there.
Are you in sweatpants right now?
I am in sweatpants. I am in chilling mode. I just can't find the camera.
There it is.
That's it.
Yeah. Why you guys got those broom handles sticking out of your backpack?
That's exactly what they are.
I know, I can tell.
That's for his mag plus pistol mag.
So how many more pounds are you going to add to Bryson's pack?
3.
Actually, he is going to be getting the Leica binos, which are about, I think they're like 2 pounds. And then he's going to be and then he'll have the tripod.
How come Eagle Eye's not in here yet? I'll send you a link, buddy.
He said he would need a little bit. Yeah, I know that in the past, a lot of the guys, like big chunks of skin falling off the feet. I've got a little pack of second skin that I'll bring, but should be good. Okay, so SoCal, Eberly stock, so heavy. Find another one. I challenge you. Pick a better pack.
I challenge you to
mystery. Okay, so that was part of my goal because I've used Eberly stock now for about oh geez, probably 7 years now. And I've got the mystery ranch packs. I've got the Vorns. And what I did before this one is I ordered the Kuiu rifle carrier. I also talked to Mystery Ranch, met with their rep, and we tried it with the rifle setup. They're not designed for it. You need a rifle bearing pack like this. So, yeah, he said like there's that.
And then he says there isn't better or lighter.
Yeah, there
All
isn't.
you got to do is bring a bunch of helium balloons. If you guys would do this right, you just have a big old thing of balloons above your pack.
Yeah.
You just stuff them out, and it's like you kind of just float across the dirt as you go to your thing.
Yeah, that pack that Bryson's got.
You guys aren't thinking. You're not thinking.
That pack that Bryson's got, I like that pack a whole lot, but I don't like the storage compartment in the middle. It's too big. It's just a big open spot. And so that's why I bought this X31. The guys at Eberly Stock hooked me up with this one. And I don't like something about this one. They put computer pockets in it, which would be for like a tough books. I almost cut them out. Rick, I think you were with me when I talked about cutting them out because they're actually hard. There's a hard laminate in there, and there's no reason to have it.
I thought it was pretty cool, but I don't have to configure it because I'm not putting stuff in it, so it may not work. But it looked like a good idea, but I guess not.
Yeah, and so Lilith said, "Don't sacrifice weight for quality." I have nothing unnecessary in here. Everything in here is cut down. I mean, literally weighing ounces. I mean, he can tell you I was weighing freaking headlamps.
I was weighing stuff way down. I did give up a little weight when it came to the food stuff. I don't care. I wanted some beef jerky. It's going to weigh a little more, but I'm going to be happier because of it.
This is a good question. Hold on one sec. So we talked about this the other day. Hidden Steel said that Paula didn't have any more memberships available. But then SoCal was saying that he doesn't remember there being a membership. I don't remember there being a membership when I got there, but it could have changed. That I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't. What you got?
Oh, no, I'm not talking like that.
Korean barbecue.
All right, Todd's got a great question.
Let's see. This
one? Elfster.
All right, I hit it. What happened?
Thanks, Still Punisher.
Ask Rick. He was born near there. No, I don't know. I did answer. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I am not carrying a compact tool. I've got a bunch of different ones that I like, but for this event, I'm not going to need one because I always carry a pocket knife by itself. So there's my cutting. And then, of course, the Borka kit is what I'll have for working on it.
Are you carrying
something?
Full
hold on just a second.
Got a split, guys. Nice talking to you, Steel Punisher. Thanks for showing up. Summer sauce.
Dude, you're going to carry that in your pack?
Heck yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
No. This weighs like...
Why don't you get jerky? It's lighter. There's no moisture in it.
Weighs 4 ounces.
4 ounces?
Yeah.
That weight of that big tube you just showed us was 4 ounces?
No
That's
way.
like a pound of sausage.
No.
Just because it says it's 4 ounces of meat doesn't mean
Hey, we gotta be landing under the table. It's 2.5 pounds of beef. Okay, so to answer your question, no, I'm not carrying the full kit. That's too much weight. So what I did is I went through my Glock and the rifle, and I found every Allen wrench that could be possibly used, and I grabbed 2 runners from the Borka kit and the torque. That's it. Since I'm a gas gunner, I'm carrying a spare bolt, firing pin, and cam pin because I won't need an extractor because it's in the bolt itself. So I've got that set up in one little small pack.
Thanks, Go Jim Jackson. Appreciate that.
You've probably got a better cleaning kit than I do. Can you put one together to keep in the truck?
No, because I got those one-piece rods.
Yeah, but I've got one-piece rods too.
They're going to be in the truck. What's it matter?
Yeah.
Because I got a lot of luggage I'm bringing.
That's fine. I got a extended bed truck with an empty bed.
Okay, I'll configure it in the morning then.
Okay.
You just made him have to do more homework.
Holy
He's not
crap,
happy.
man.
He is carrying your Diet Coke for you. Come on.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. You better.
There was another topic I was going to mention while we were talking about this.
Hidden Steel, California. You got to hit up WTF SoCal because he lives towards Orange County, and there's a range out there, I think, that's 600 yards, 500 or 600 yards.
Hey, what's the one that we shot at, Rick?
Paula.
Was Paula?
Yeah,
Paula, I didn't think had memberships. We just walked up and paid.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And
That was
then
over a year ago, though, so I don't know. I don't know if it changed or not.
Here you go, Bryson.
Or what?
Oh,
Or not to be. To be or not to be.
Not to be.
I've got mechanic gloves. I don't have them. They're upstairs with my toboggan.
Summer sausage is better date than jerky. All right. 2-liter bottles of Diet. Yeah, just bring one bottle, but make it a 2-liter.
Yeah, SoCal says no, it's still the same.
Oh, see, there you go. No membership.
Just pack more weight on me.
SoCal, when are we going to go shoot some stuff out there anyways? Maybe we can invite Hidden Steel. Man, is there anything Extreme doesn't think of? Coda Boy 32 told me the bones are made of. Remember that 4340
416.
in the blood of hops. Number 9. That's right.
Say when, Ricky. Here goes him with that again. What is that?
What?
Anytime he gets on your chat, he says, "Say when, Ricky."
Oh, because when to meet up.
Oh, gotcha.
If the bear attacked. At least I read his comments this time. It was funny. I went through that thing after he had texted me, and every time he would text something, I'd be over here like doing something, and by the time I get back, the comment would be gone. I was watching like myself compared to the comments. Let's see. Everybody is talking about how well you did on lock and loaded. Oh, most unsubscribed, and after that. Most unsubbed. They blow me after that. What's up, Fuzz Sports 8? Idaho Rogers, how you doing? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for your service. Let's see here.
What time?
This is very unstructured, Bryson. There's no topic. Let's see. TV says hit the bell and subscribe to X-Ring. Is your 6 covered and Bryson Shoots channel. And a bunch of other stuff. As I say, they really have great videos that will teach you more about firearms and shooting. Thanks, TV. Always appreciate it.
Thank you.
TV, how many thumbs up are we up to, buddy? See, Hidden Steel, Eagle. I'm only 25 from Beaumont. I was thinking of driving out to your range, and maybe you can teach me a thing or two. Eagle's in Arizona, so you'd be driving a little ways. I know where Beaumont's at. Blue Dealer 260.
No bears or lions out there.
Oh my!
Just Sasquatch and his Korean buddy.
Hey, are we going to just try to take video phone, or do we really want to take a GoPro?
I'm bringing a phone. I think the phones are fine. I mean, a GoPro would be cool, but I mean, that's up to you. That's your weight.
Yeah, it depends if you want to carry it or not. The phone weighs as much as a GoPro, though.
Because the advantage to the GoPro is you've got more of a point of view of what we're doing.
Yeah, but the problem is it's not going to be. I mean, all they're going to be looking at when we're on the rifle by having this up here is going to be looking down range. I mean, they're not going to see the steels or anything else.
Well, we
Then a
want
phone
the Tacticam. We want the Tacticam X-ray.
You think a 30-30 can take a big bear? Absolutely.
Yes.
Sure.
I know for a fact much smaller calibers will take a big bear. I have heard tell of that.
I've heard tell of that myself.
Yep.
I have witnessed 30-30 for Big Bear.
Yeah, 30-30 is nothing to shy away from, that's for sure. It's good around. It's one of the oldest hunting rounds around, probably, for the most part.
I do need to hop off here. That's keep on
right.
packing my gear.
Tactical Rifleman. I've never heard of that channel.
Where are we at? Where'd you see that at? Oh, there's an awesome channel for this kind of stuff. We'll have to check it out. Sequoia, I'm setting up our Sequoia for Highland. Nice. Come on, Ray and Bryson. We need Rick as a cameraman with Paula. No Jackson, not this time around. Next year, I want to try to shoot in it. I just got to find a
You know what? No excuses, Rick. You bring the Diet Coke. You can bring the donuts. You can bring all of them.
No, you're not allowed any outside assistance.
If I'm going to carry something, Mr. Bryson, it's going to be this. All right? You can carry your own shit.
I'm doing just that.
You tell him, TV. Yeah, a lot of deer have been taking the 30-30s for the last hundreds of years. Eagle eye shooting was a blumble. I missed that. What? Oh, that's supposed to say I was bummed. That's IT for bummed. Bummed. Yeah, old SoCal, he's having fun with that Jeep. That's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a lot of fun.
All right. I got to get out of here. I need to keep on packing my gear.
Get on packing. Get on, keep on keeping on. Get on getting on. What does that one guy say? What's it called? Hey, you want to play some guitar for you, Lee? Or let's talk about it. That's first WTF SoCal. He'll catch that. Nobody else will, except for Ray.
I got it.
I know that song, but
Pat, RNG, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. We're just having some fun tonight. Ray is winning good stuff.
We'll see you, Todd. Have a great evening.
Have a good one, Todd.
Sprinkle Varget on his morning donut. Oh, man. As long as it's an extruded powder, I don't care.
That's right. Just drop him. He'll run a lot faster, too, if you do that.
Yeah.
hey, Rick, can I borrow some Varget?
Varget?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pick it up in the morning before I go and see him.
Why? I have tons of Varget. You just put it on my donut here.
There you go. Let's see. Play us a tune before you go. No, I can't do that. Morning Star, what's up? Spicy sprinkles. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, real
And
spicy.
spherical powder is too much like salt.
I eat powder for breakfast.
Feed the dog some gunpowder. Don't make them angry. 45 Auto has a question we missed. Where was it? Let's see.
Let me go back.
All right, I got to get out of here. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Oh, here we
Would
go.
you recommend a different cleaning regimen for my 455 than for a son? Absolutely. Yes, 100%. 22 long rifle when you get into higher end rim fire. Hey, Bryson, we'll see you. Let me answer this question, but I'll see you in the morning.
See ya.
Adios, muchachos. Good luck, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, so I had to learn about this the hard way when I got into shooting some of this, what do they call it? Silhouette 22? You didn't shoot that with us, did you? When we went to those few matches?
Yeah.
So what?
Did a few.
Yeah, what I was told is do not clean a 22 until you start having some type of feeding issues for either hard chambering or hard extraction. That's what I was told. I was also told, and this is where all this came from, is when we were trying to figure out which 22 or rimfire rounds work the best, that you need to shoot a couple of rounds before you immediately switch. So when we got all these and shoots and CZs, you can't just shoot like 5 gold medal match federal 22 and then say, well, okay, well, there's my 5-shot group. Let's go ahead and now let's try Lapua Midas and shoot 5 shots. And then say, all right, well, let's shoot. Because what happens is they say on a 22, it is very, very temperamental because of the wax. Most of your premium 22 rounds are going to have that heavy wax coating. And I don't mean like the stuff that you feel on like Federal Auto Match. I'm talking about like it's like caked on wax on these $20 a box rounds.
Yeah, bucket of bull.
Yeah, so what I was told, now these are guys that do this every single weekend, is that you need to get that type of wax that's on that bullet through the bore for about 3 or 4 shots at a minimum, maybe even more, before you start trying to shoot a group with that other type of ammunition. And it is true, because we verified that over about 15 different manufacturers, and there's a huge difference. So as far as the cleaning regimen, I don't get crazy aggressive with it. I wait until either the end shoots it's hard to chamber around because the wax build up, and then I'll just go in there with some hops number 9. I don't do a ton of cleaning. You literally just push some wet patches through it, maybe a brush, and then dry patch, and then leave it alone. It's nothing like centerfire. I know that was long, but there's a lot to it.
What up, Kenny? How you doing, buddy?
Maybe Kenny knows.
What's that? Talking about Kenny?
About 22 long rifle
Oh,
for like competition small bore.
I heard of people just using they're cutting up like baby wipes or something like that.
Yeah.
Take the look at. Just
It's not aggressive at all. That's the whole point of it.
right.
Just
I've never
using baby wipes, huh?
Yeah, baby wipes. The same concept is like shooting black powder, but the baby wipes you just make little patches for it, and cut up little patches, and I think that works pretty good too.
Yeah, because what Ray was saying, I've heard before.
We'll see you, Daniel.
Basically, getting you need a few 5 shots or so. You're almost fouling it for that different type of round, really.
Yeah.
Correct.
Kind of. How
Which I've kind of started doing that with my precision bolt guns. This was a question that came up. You guys remember John or KB and I did the Tula ammo comparison? Good night,
Yep.
Daniel. Thank you.
Yeah, Daniel.
That's the reason why we burned one into the dirt beforehand, is because we're switching from Hornady to Tula. It has nothing to do with the heat of the barrel or anything else. It's just getting that type of burnt powder through there so that it's shooting something similar right behind another round.
Dude wipes.
What about dude wipes? hey, WTF SoCal introduced me to those on the Outland, the overlanding trip. He put hands with. He's like, I was like, "What's a dude wipe? You never heard of these?" Nope, never heard of a dude wipe.
Is it bigger than a baby wipe?
It looks like a rebranded, repackaged, cool looking baby wipe.
I just did a decopper with Vortec on my 1022 and got a lot of blue patches, about 15.
Yeah, okay, so this is different, Bad Billy. So you were shooting a copper-plated bullet or something like that. These higher, like the Anschutz and all that, we don't do that. That's just a full-on lead, heavy-coated wax bullets, but that costs just as much as centerfire.
Yeah,
you start shooting Ely 10X and all that, it's expensive.
Yeah, I was going to say those Elys are pretty damn expensive.
Yeah.
And they do definitely group better than your normal.
Yeah. No comparison.
Yeah. Unless your barrel's just straight up shot out. You can probably buy 3 boxes of these for Elys, 1 box. That's a 50 package too, huh?
A 50, yeah, exactly. What you working on, Ken?
Sponsored by.
Well, I've been actually doing some F-class matches here. I'm loading up more 308. So I can't get my 7 saw machine good, so I was actually going to see about getting some advice to you guys. I'm thinking about going 6mm Creedmoor.
Oh, fudge.
Okay, this is a great topic for everyone, especially if they are into or wanting to get into precision rifles. So you guys know that, like, right now, you know, it's only been, what, 10, 14 years since 6.5 Creedmoor really was invented, right? I don't know exactly. It's about 10 years, maybe 14. And it is taking the world on by a storm. It's really kind of what I feel has changed precision rifle for a lot of people. And when you start comparing how much, well, I'm going to be careful how I say this. So Ken is down there shooting a 308, and it's very capable. It's what I always did long range shooting with. It always was. But Ken does some stuff with 308 that most people aren't doing, like hitting targets at 2,000 yards. Is there a better option? I believe so. Maybe not. But I think Ken would agree that the 6.5 is typically going to have a lot less variance on wind than the 308. Is that true?
Yeah, from what I noticed, at like 1,500 yards to a mile, the 6.5 Creedmoor tends to kind of just start taking off over the 308.
Correct. And see, the other thing you guys have to realize is the 308 has more energy. So, like, from 0 out to, what is it, about 600 yards, depending on the weight of bullet and all that, that 308 is going to hit harder at 400 and 500 yards. So it's a trade-off. You're giving a little bit of energy, but what you're not getting is that wind drift. That, I mean, you know, they do have the hybrid bullets and all that, but these ELD bullets do just great. But now he's talking about 6mm Creedmoor. So 6.5 is readily available at any, you know, I think they're out of business now, but you can go to Cabela's. I was going to say Field and Stream, but like Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops. You can just go in there and just buy 6.5 Creedmoor ELD match. It is as commonplace as 308 used to be. With that being said, now 6mm Creedmoor is beginning to be the same way. You're not having to hand load and do this. And I think, and Ken, you can agree or disagree, I don't know. I think we're going to start seeing this out of maybe some other Wildcat cartridges that guys have been fire forming for and everything else. So, I mean, this is an awesome time to get into long range.
Yeah.
How do you think the 6 Creedmoor is going to do, though? You think
It's funny you should ask. The 6mm Creedmoor, you can get into speeds, depending on the weight of bullet, like a 105 or something. You're going to be approaching 3,100 feet per second, like 3090.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, that's smoking. However, the advantage is it's good because you can stay on the target. You're not going to get as much recoil. It's less, a third of the recoil of a 6.5 Creedmoor. So it's like shooting a little more than a 22, but what you're not going to lose sight of is the actual target. Because I'm actually right now in the process of thinking about doing a 6mm Creedmoor barrel for the AI. But I started looking at the drops at distance.
Right.
And there's a huge difference. Not in the drops, but the 6mm Creedmoor goes subsonic sooner than the 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah.
that's not good?
I'm looking
Well,
at
it's still out there.
Yeah. For the matches we have around here, I mean, they go out to about 1,300 yards, and I think the 6mm Creedmoor, which is very versatile. It's like you're saying, it's capable of getting faster than the 6mm Dasher, where you could download the round and kind of, kind of save your barrel life and also have a lot, I guess, felt recoil, a lot less felt recoil on the 6mm Creedmoor. Not to mention Hornady ELD match you could buy, and I heard a lot of factory rifle shooters shoot it really good.
Yes.
Yeah, the 140s and the 147s. Answer that question real quick, and then I can move on.
A Gila match.
Mm-hmm.
No experience with a Gila match. I'm sure without pulling up any numbers, Ken can answer that question.
How's the thermal ballistics of a 6.5 as used compared to 308? That's kind of a tricky question. Like you're saying, you could customize a 308. You can switch over to a 200 grain projectile, and we're looking at. I mean, I can tell the difference stacking steel with a 200 grain projectile versus a 140 grain 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm punching holes through my 3/8 steel at 1,000 yards with a 308, and the 6.5 Creedmoor is just putting a splatter. So I mean, there's a big difference there in 1,000 yards with 308. But if I go with a 168 grain, then it's about the same. I guess I don't have any ballistics gel ever done it in 1,000 yards, but it seems like it would be about the same amount of power. So.
Yeah, the thing about the 168 guys is, a lot of guys, that was back in the day, that was the standard. Okay, that was the sniper round in the day. The problem is if you shoot past 600 yards, there's a lot better options out there than 168. If you're shooting a 308, if you're going to be taking shots beyond 600, go ahead and step it up to the 175. Can you hit steals at 1,000 with a 168 all day long? Not a problem. But you're operating in a range where it really shouldn't be operating. There's the 175 is a better choice.
41.8, 4350 behind it on an AI. Yeah, this is proven. That's with a small primer, though, right?
No, that's actually regular primer, and 41.8, he's being a little conservative on that, but don't just trust that. Even on the 41.8, work up to it. Every rifle is going to be different.
Yep. Yeah, there seems to be like two velocity nodes or accuracy nodes that are pretty common on a 6.5 Creedmoor. A lot of folks find it at 41 grains roughly, or 43 or 42.6. There's like two velocity nodes between those two.
Hey, Kenny, is there any way to bring your mic closer?
Yeah. Is it me? Sorry, I'm a little further back.
Yeah. Robert Warren. Hey,
hard
Robert.
to hear you. You're giving great information, but I don't.
Yeah. I'll bring you guys right here next to the reloading press. Is it a little better?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can hear better now.
Yeah. You want me to repeat it or?
If you want to.
Well, I guess in my experience, I had 3 rifles in 6.5 Creedmoor, and I noticed working with my neighbors as well, the 2 velocity nodes were around like 41 grains, 41.5, and 42.6. But again, you got to work up your loads. But that's where I kind of noticed it to come together for the 6.5 Creedmoor with a 140 grain bullet.
Yeah, see, we shoot 147s, and I can tell you, guys, even though we've done a lot of this shooting with these loads, do not load 42.6 without working up to it. Trust me, you will blow primers before then if you're shooting just normal large primer brass.
Right.
In most of your rifles, you'll hit that at, let's say 42.1, 42.2, depending on how you've got the stuff loaded up, and that's with H4350.
Right. Yeah.
Anybody want to take a stab at that question? 1 kilometer. Lilith Morningstar's got a question. So for a light-ish 1 kilometer, a kilometer, precision
Kilometer.
rifle,
It's a kilometer.
What cartridge? I'm in America. I don't use that stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of cartridges out there. I mean, the 6.5 Grendel will do it. I mean,
yeah.
So it all depends.
I think that's what the Elfster was loading up. He was loading up 6.5 Grendel in the last video I saw.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so SoCal says depends on the barrel. Is he talking about the load? Does he mean the barrel as in the chamber, or I don't know what he's answering there.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Password time.
Yeah, my friend was actually asking me the same question. He's getting into long range precision. He's like, what cartridge should I start with? My question to him was, well, how far do you plan on going? And
yeah.
He's like, well, I want to do 1,500 yards. I'm like, well, there's a plethora of ammunition out there that will do that, and cartridges. And he already loads for a 30-06. I told him, don't disregard a 308. And if you ever wanted to, you could barrel swap to 6.5 Creedmoor. So. That was just my
Yeah.
opinion.
So my thing today when I was doing this research, I was contemplating going 6 millimeter or possibly 243, but I used to shoot 243 way back in the day out of some Palma guns, and they were barrel burners. And I really don't want to be replacing barrels every 1,000 rounds. Nobody does. And that was my biggest thing. And I don't think the 243 is going to give me that big of an advantage. Right now, there's, you got 6-Dasher, 6GT, you've got 6-Comp Match. I mean, there's a lot of really good options out there, but I don't want to ever get into fireforming or anything like that. Do you do any fireforming, Kenneth?
I have for a few rifles. There's a 6 millimeter AR Turbo. Which is basically it's all it is just a neck size down Grendel case. So it gives a false. You run it through the neck sizing die. It puts a false shoulder and then you fire form it that way. I've done fire forming for a 6 millimeter BR using oatmeal for a couple bench rest guys, and that's about all I have done for fire forming, and of course my load development.
Yeah, it's just, a lot of these matches we shoot are lost brass matches, and that's a lot of work and effort. And to be that guy, well, give me 5 minutes, I can't get started, I got to get my brass. And a lot of times you just don't have time for that. So I really don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I really don't. I'm trying to stay away from it. But it's an option if I have to. Now, there's a really Hitting Steel California says his RPR 6.5 with large primer, Starline brass, 147 ELDs below primers at 141.2. That's a little odd. I don't normally see it that low because 41 grains is actually a mild load. You're not going to get big velocities with that. You're going to be slower than ELD match, I believe.
Right.
Because yeah, so I don't know what's going on there, why it's blowing primers at 41.2.
It all depends on his speeding depth too, so.
Yeah.
No.
20 off lands now.
Right, yeah. I found online, I was using the 140 grain, and they really liked on my Savage about 8,000 to 10,000 off the land. And then I switched over to the VLD, and I was jamming lands at 10,000. Then again, I wasn't able to use the mag, of course.
Hey, Kenny, you mind showing?
Yeah, see, that won't work for this type of stuff that we're doing. We have to be able to do mag length.
Right.
Single feed's not going to work. And then what barrel twist rates? I think I'm running a 1 and 8.
Yep.
Yeah, most of your 6.5 creeds are going to be somewhere in there.
Yeah.
All the research I saw was most of them were 1 and 8 twists on the 6.5 creed. They must like it more than anything.
Yeah, Jim, I think he's using the 202.2s or something. The 308. Ken, this is for you.
Okay.
Jim.
Yeah, I'm using the Burger Hybrid 220Xs. So this paired up with Reloader 17. Now, Reloader 17 is very temperature insensitive, or basically temperature sensitive. So if you're going to build your load, you got to get a good dope chart. It does. I've seen it affect my loads velocities within a 15-degree weather change. But this projectile is fairly long, and I jam the lands on these ones, even though they're kind of a hybrid version of the VLD and the C-Can. I jam the lands. And it works out pretty well on my rifle. But these really turn the 308 into a whole different animal.
So it doesn't like to jump into the lands?
Yeah, I'm jamming my lands like 5,000, and I'm getting velocities around 2,800 and 15 FPS on the rifle, which is unheard of in the 308.
Hey, Ken, this came up last night, and I wish you were on the channel when it came up. When Rick was hosting it, are you full length sizing or neck sizing?
I full length size, and I do a little bit of a hybrid between the two. A full length size.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're all on the same sheet of music there.
Right. Yeah.
Did he say full length?
Yeah.
Size?
Yeah. full length size. You don't want a neck size. You get accuracy, but after the third round, you're possibly gonna break an extractor. It's just not worth it.
Okay.
There you go, Rick. See, Rick ordered him a neck size. Didn't you just get a neck sizer and that's it?
No, I got the whole kit.
Okay.
Yeah. I recommend the Redding body die or the Redding bushing full length sizing die, because then you could take out the bushing, and then I like using the Lee Collett die. I got custom mandrels that I spin up on my lathe. So
Bryson just chimed in 48 pounds on this pack.
Is that with 2 Diet Cokes or without?
Hey,
Ray, I think I hooked you up on that. I think you might get a Diet Coke out of that.
Hey, Ken, can you answer this for Jim? I think, is that a 220 grain?
200.2 grain.
Yeah, exactly. It's a 200 grain. It's 200.2. It's not a 220 grainer. That'd be smoking.
Yeah, the 220 grain ELDs, I've tried it. You get good accuracy, but your velocities are way low.
Yeah.
That was a large pistol primer.
CCI 200. That's what I'm using on this. Yeah, CCI 200 on a 308. That's a large rifle.
250 Magnum. There's so many cool rounds out there.
I think he's talking about the primer.
No, that was another question. Oh, 250 Magnum. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I want to try Reloader. I think it's 16. It's supposed to be kind of like 17, but temperature insensitive.
Temperature insensitive, yeah. And then I think you and I talked about this, Ken, about the Reloader 26. Isn't that supposed to be a pretty good option, and we just can't find it anywhere?
Yeah, so I picked up a couple pounds because, like you're saying, it's getting scarce. Let me know. I can send you one. But the Reloader 26 seems to be like the golden ticket for those A-tips for the 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yes, that's what I've been hearing, and I got a bunch of that from Hornady, so I still want to keep shooting some of that.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to these two. I'll send you one, see if you can get a load out of it. I'd be interested to know that because my 7 SOM just ain't shooting good, and I'm just not getting good results, so I'm going to re-barrel that thing again. So, I might go back to Creedmoor.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I'm really happy with the 6.5 Creedmoor. I have no reason to complain about it, but I am thinking about possibly the 6mm Creedmoor for whatever reason. I don't even know if it's worth it.
So what barrel length would you guys recommend for getting into like PRS or any of those kind of competitions? You know, where you're running.
Okay, so your PRS guys are running 26-inch or longer is what I'm seeing. I mean, some of them guys are running longer than that. For most of these ruck sniper matches, I'm running 24, and I just leave it at that because I'm already hanging a suppressor on it. So I'm adding another 7 inches to that. I mean, good gracious, you know.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing anyways, running suppressors. So I thought about building like a 16-inch barrel.
Now,
and going shorter that
didn't
way.
you just order Thunder Beast from those guys in Thunder Beast?
Yes. So
yeah, congrats.
You did. All right. Which one did you get?
It's the hold on.
7? Ultra 7?
Oh.
9? The cheaper than 9, yeah. Hold on.
Oh, you got the big dog.
Yeah, where's it at? I just filed for my SOT class 3, so I'm gonna wait for that to get more expensive.
What was the last thing you said, Kenny? Apparently you got to get what?
He just filed for his SOT, so he's just waiting on that. He's going to get more suppressors.
Smart man.
Yep.
Let's see. Look at my receipt. I got this sent to me.
Yeah, Lilith says in Florida they got 308, 6.5, 7 mag, and 30-06.
The Thunder Beast Ultra 7. That's what I have.
Yes, that's what I recommend, and that's what I run.
Okay.
I got one of those coming one of these days.
Yeah. So I can't wait to try it out.
I know. Welcome to the 9-month madness.
I've been using the Ultra 7s for a good solid 2 years now, and there's no equal.
Okay.
There really isn't.
Yeah, you're saying that. You know, you're probably one of the only channels that I know out there that really tests the suppressors the way you do. So you're saying that I definitely any folks looking for a suppressor, I definitely would recommend, definitely recommend your channel as a review because, like you're saying, man.
There's
Thank
a lot of good stuff. Blue Healer, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Have a great night. Stay safe.
Yeah, they make a can for a super soaker. It's called a sponge. You just put it on the end of it, disperses all the fluid.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't say plastic straw because you're not allowed to have those anymore.
Not in California.
Yeah. Actually, I've seen more problems in Florida with plastic straws than I have in California.
Idaho Rogers, he's talking about my channel. I do a lot of suppressor stuff on there. I think that's what your question is.
Yeah. Let me put it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, get over to the X-Ring channel and a lot of suppressor testing. We just got done with the Thunder Beast.
I have not had a chance to edit that, so just give me some time.
And well, we've done a lot of other ones as well.
Yeah.
They're already out there.
I want to try out that elevated silence. I don't know.
Yeah, I've. You know what? I can't discuss that, but I'm doing some stuff right now with Kyle over at KG Made, and he works a lot with Elevated Science and those guys. Yeah, I think those. I haven't heard anything bad about it. Jackson, yes, I have sound metered the Thunder Beast on 6.5 Creedmoor, but without going back to the computer, I can't recall it off the top of my head.
I want to do the test with the 30 millimeter against the 6.5 on a 6.5. See
Yeah,
what,
that'll be easy enough. We just got to set it up.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here. Sorry, I just want to throw a gun on your channel.
TB has a good question about the velocity difference between people running an 18 over a 24. It's going to be quite substantial. I will tell you that. And look, I'll be one of the first to tell you because way back in the day, I was shooting 16-inch 308s, and guys just were, oh, they're so stupid. That's the stupidest thing you could ever do. And we'd go out and we were hitting targets at 1,000 yards with a 16-inch barrel 308. But your drop is huge. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, you can do it. I mean, vice grips will fly with enough velocity, but yeah, I mean, it's not recommended. And a buddy of mine actually shoots an 18-inch 308, and he just shot out there where Ken lives at that. What was it? The traditional PRS.
Yeah.
And he said he will never do that again and show it with an 18-inch barrel. You're giving up a lot.
And he's going to switch to a 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
That's what everybody's running. It's 6.5 Creedmoor out there. So I might be a little different. A lot of the matches in the team out here are running 300, 400, and 600 yards, and the 6 mil Creedmoor is just a flatter projectile. So you don't really have to make your dope chart until you're getting past 500 yards.
You guys know anything about the Oryx, I guess, chassis? Is how you pronounce it? I don't know.
What kind of chassis?
Oryx.
Oryx?
Oh, JRB's been doing a lot of reviews on it. I would look into the new XRS chassis that MDT is coming out with. That's another affordable chassis. It's about $100 more than the Oryx, but they're going to be coming out with Savage, Tika, long action, short action for a lot of the common rifles, even the Hawa. Come around. They said third quarter. They told me. But Oryx seems to be taking off too.
Yeah, SoCal knew the exact answer. I guess he's got a couple different barrels in 6.5, but he says you're going to lose 110 feet per second, which is quite substantial when you're trying to shoot long range. Not that you can't do it, So I don't remember who it was. It might have been Lilith was asking about something for 1 kilometer, and then that's what somebody posted earlier. It was basically a little over half a mile. So you're looking at something that'll reach out 900 yards. You can use an AR and shoot a heavy 77 grain bullet, and you won't even go You'll be getting transonic at about that 900-yard range, but it would do that 1 kilometer shot. But there are better tools for the job because unless you've got a lot of practice reading wind, if you've got an 8-9 mile an hour wind, it's full value, you're going to have to do a whole lot more math guesstimation on where that's going to end up. So that's something to think about to finish her question.
That's why you got a 30-round mag.
Yeah, no. And then TB, so the longer the barrel is better velocity. Yes, to a point. At some point, there's going to be diminishing returns on that. But as a rule, on a 6.5 Creedmoor, most people are not going to be shooting less than about 24. I've got a 20-inch, the LMT gas gun, and I do give up quite a bit shooting a 20-inch barrel on that compared to a bolt gun.
Yeah. And then you got to carry it around as well. You don't want to get too
okay, so Lilith qualified that statement by saying, I'm looking for extreme precision at long ranges.
Bolt gun.
Yeah, you're going to want to go bolt gun. Look, I'll argue it with anybody. This is something KB and I talked about the other day. And I want to hurt some feelings here. Ken, you've been doing this long enough to know. There's a ton of people that say they have 1 MOA guns and they shoot half MOA all day long. But when you put the rubber to the road, there's not a lot of them that can do it. Half minute gas guns are very rare.
Yeah, and consistency, because just because you got a good group that day, maybe all the chips fell on line.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many folks that can say, hey, I can take my rifle out right now and I can shoot a half-minute group in an AR versus a bolt gun.
Yeah. Okay, so are there sub half MOA gas guns out there? Yes, there are. I've seen them, I've shot them, but they're few and far between. Whereas most of your decent bolt guns, you are always, if it's a decent bolt gun, you're going to be, and you can get a good gun that'll shoot half to 3/4 minute pretty much any day of the week. And if you're hand loading, you're going to probably see better than that. So to answer that question, I would say for that range that you're looking at, which is a little over half of a mile, say 1,000 yards, it's close enough to where it's not that big of a deal. Be looking at something like a 6.5 Creedmoor. I think you're going to be happy. If somebody's just dedicating a rifle and just wanting to buy one to go out to 1,000 yards, I'm going to say 6.5 over 308 all day long right now.
Lilith wants to hit a can, the ass end of a can at a mile.
Okay, good luck with that.
Consistent.
Okay, yeah, good luck with that, because if you can do that, you will probably be the world record holder. Yeah, because I think the world record at, 1,000 yards, it's a little over a 1-inch group. So at 1 mile, that's going to be 1,760 yards. So you're adding another 760. There's not, I don't know if there's anybody that can do that. You're talking about a 2.5-inch target at a mile.
That's some damn good shooting.
Yeah.
Just try it with a 10-inch plate. Put a 10-inch plate out there at 1,000 yards and see how consistent you can hit that. It's pretty hard.
So Kenneth, if you could only have the Tika or the Savage, which one would you have?
Tika.
Right?
Tika's built better.
Tika. I'm going to say Tika.
So that answers that question.
Yeah, their machining quality on the Tika, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for excellent machining quality.
Wayne's got a good point there.
The Savages are able to get away from a lot of the truing because they're using a free-floating bullhead. The Tika is just built better.
Okay, so yeah, and I agree completely with Ken on that. So SoCal, the 300 PRC is sitting in a closet ready for me to shoot it. I have been so busy because I've been doing all this video stuff for this other job that's what's taking up all my time. I mean, literally, I'm going in, unless I'm blowing the day off to do something with Rick, which I've been doing a lot of here lately. But no, it's sitting waiting. I haven't had a chance to take it out.
Yeah, I shot that caliber at that SHOT Show for the first time, and I was pretty impressed
Yeah.
recoil and the kind of accuracy they had on those rifles.
What was the yardage?
That was 910 yards, so just shy of 1,000.
Nice.
I kept telling them, how come you guys don't open up that 1,000 or that 1 mile target? They said, well, we want folks to feel confident.
Yeah, the Tika, at least the one I have, walking out the door about 19.
Yeah.
I think it was like 1,700 and no tax and all that. Right out the door.
That's
Yeah,
excellent.
we missed a lot of good comments. There's one fuzz Idaho. This guy has lied as good as the best of them. Can do it all day. I don't know.
This guy has lied as good as the best of them. Can do it all day. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
That's Buzzford.
That's Buzz. We'll let him explain.
Oh, right here. I think it's this. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically the old fisherman story, you know. I caught a fish this big. Let's see. Eric says use the mod deuce. She don't care about the wing, just ammo box. That's right.
Yeah.
Accuracy by volume.
Yeah, can you build a bolt gun that you can just change barrel length? Yeah, you can. I mean, there's a friend of mine that is a big fan of the Remage actions. Kenneth, you've got one of those as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Or do you not?
I can show you in action, right? Yeah. I have one. I have a couple actions that I bought recently.
45 auto. You got to invite more people to your house.
I just recently bought 2 of these. One of them actually for my personal.
Look at that.
I'm building one as a Remage.
Is that a jewel bolt?
Yeah, it's a Remington long action. I'm building a switch barrel action. Basically, I'm going to pin.
Yep.
I trued this action up. I got 2 of these. I trued them both. One of them I want to pin and reset or pin the actual barrel lug, and I have it grounded smooth. That way, all you got to do is just torque down a barrel. It'll be headspace by hand. So it'll be pretty fun.
So yes,
that one's
you can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a question for you guys since Jackson brought it up. So we talked about the Tika that was $1,800 basically, but the Savage 110 Tactical is $450 after rebate. So are you gaining? Is the price comparison worth it or not worth it? Group wise, because I don't know.
Mine was a Pittsburgh Creedmoor Savage 110 Tactical, and that's what I shot out the 2,000 yards.
What'd you say, Kenneth?
I have a Savage 110 Tactical AccuStock, the one he's probably talking about, in the 6.5 Creedmoor. And that one, I've shot that one factory rifle out to 2,200 yards. So
there you go. So it'll do it just fine.
Yeah. And then Logan from West Desert Shooter has taken his Tika to the same distance. So it's like.
Hey, Rick.
$450. That's a lot different price. What's up?
Right.
Can you highlight the LZ USA question?
Yep. Doesn't
and this is a Ken question.
Oh no. Doesn't polygon rifling have more velocity compared to standard lens and grooves, therefore more accurate and long range? I don't know. I have a black hole weaponry 7mm barrel that I've ordered a long time ago, and I chambered it in 7 rim mag, and I just could not get that to shoot good. So I don't really know.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so Black Hole Weaponry, they're out of business now, aren't they? Didn't they get acquired by someone else?
Green Mountain Barrels.
That's right, Green Mountain Barrels, because I won some Black Hole Weaponry barrels from 3-gun competition before, and I had the same issue. I could not get them to group worth a darn. I even had one of the premium integrated where they machined in the muzzle brake into the barrel itself. Do you remember those?
Yeah, that's the one I had.
Yeah, could not get it to group. It didn't matter. I tried every bit of ammunition, and I ended up selling the barrel. So polygonal rifling, in your pistols, it's quite common, but in the rifles, they're not the only ones. There was also, as a matter of fact, Rick, your Rev Arms barrel has a type of polygonal rifling in it. It is not
No.
like a Glock polygonal, but
Yeah.
that one there was like a step or something in it, and those actually shot really well. They came with a lifetime warranty. However, the company went out of business after 2 years, and so there's your warranty.
Now, what was that rifle name? The barrel name again?
That was a Rev Arms, REV, based out of Virginia. They were huge in 3-gun, huge sponsors, and it was two brothers. Opened up a big machine shop. They took a ton of orders for custom rifles and skipped town with over $1 million and something of people's money. No rifles delivered, and they were gone. And as far as I know, they're still vanished, probably in the Caribbean somewhere.
Well, I know Shillen makes that ratchet rifle, and it's kind of similar to the Polygon. And I've heard really good things about that.
Yeah, that might be something similar to what Rick's got in his.
Yeah, that ratchet rifle, it's weird looking. You look down the barrel, it looks weird. It's hard to explain.
Now I want to look down the barrel.
You're going to need a bore scope to see what I'm talking. I actually had a schematic of the barrel because I sold like 6 of those because we were just picking them up off the prize table like crazy. They shot well, but man, if you were finishing decent at a match, you were leaving with a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Idaho Rogers has a question here. No, I guess it ain't a question.
I got you, Idaho.
He's got a good comment, though. How's that?
Yeah.
All right. For those of you that are oh, sorry.
No, sorry, that's me.
No, for those of you that are watching the channel that have not done long range that are wanting to get in it, there has never been a better time. Because back in the day, and we're talking in the late 80s, early 90s, if you wanted to have something rebarreled, you were going to have to find a custom gunsmith to do your head spacing, do everything, blueprint, all of that, if you wanted something decent. Well, back in those days, you might not see that rifle for 6 to 8 months. It was very, very specialized. Now the time has come where you've got these rimage actions where you can you do it at home. You can, okay, now AI, I understand, is not really a good example because that's a very costly rifle, but you literally take one screw out, put a new barrel on, you're good to go. Comes pre-head spaced. Proof is already doing pre-head spaced actions for like Bighorn. Bighorn is a really good one. Proof did a lot of measuring on those actions, and they felt very confident. Hey, you have that action, we'll send you a ready, ready to spin in barrel. So as long as you've got an action wrench or a barrel wrench, you don't need that much in tools. You can kind of do what you want nowadays. It's a really cool time. It really is. Right. And it's cool to see the progression of it, how all the stuff has changed.
Yeah, those what do you call those switch barrels are pretty interesting. I've been reading about that. I have the schematic for the set overall length. That's what I'm grinding. I bought an oversized barrel load. I'm going to have it ground down so you have my headspace exactly to the blueprint. That way I can order barrels from manufacturers and they have it all headspace exactly.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, the thing is a lot of people are real apprehensive about precision rifle shooting, but not only has the equipment changed, but it's changed as well in regards to electronics. That has changed everything. Just with your smartphone, you can dial in your rifle in a matter of a couple shots and at least be close to hitting, smaller targets. We're not talking MOA targets, but like what Ken said, a 10-inch plate at 1,000 yards, that's one MOA. You go to most ranges, they might have a full-size man steel or something at 1,000 until you can get everything dialed in. But yeah, you'll be all over that man steel within the first shot or second shot. It's very simple nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I say to practice on. If you really want to stretch out there, I mean, if you have the ability 1,000 yards, just start getting your groups down to 1,000 yards smaller and smaller.
Yep.
And you'll find it a lot easier when you stretch back to a mile. Oh shoot, I could hit this 24 by 24 plate.
Yeah.
More consistent.
And that's almost more fun when you're shooting smaller targets, even if it's not 1,000, but it's either MOA or less. You're like, yeah.
We'll see you, SoCal. Have a good evening.
I'm going.
Right message, bud. Yeah, I'll give you a text. Be awesome.
Yeah, one of the things that I do with Rick when we go to Clinton House, and he'll tell you this, anybody that shot with me, my first thing is cold barrel, right out of the truck, 1,000 yards, MOA steel. And so far, it's pretty good. That's like a set goal of mine is 10-inch steel, 1,000 yards. And it's like, I hate that he's gone now, but you kind of get spoiled once you start shooting at those longer distances, because then you don't want to play anymore at 300 and 400 and 500 yards unless you're working on position. Is it not true though, Ken?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm spending a lot of money on this ELR stuff, and I'm to the point to where I'm actually physically training lately, and I want to get back into the PRS and getting into being able to do some tactical stuff. Be able to acquire a target, nail it, and just basically be an overall better shot. Short range and long range. But you start getting to long range, you just get addicted. You keep going further back. And the further you keep going back, it's getting more expensive.
That's the problem with being able to shoot that mile down the street about an hour away.
Yeah.
Do I really want to shoot that mile? Because I'm going to shoot that mile. I'm going to want to find a place I can shoot a mile and a half.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. Because even when we went out to the desert, and it was myself and KB and Baldwin Curious and all of us, and we had 25-mile-an-hour full value winds, but we had targets all the way out to 2,000 yards. And so, like, even when I take Rick out and we go out to the range, I don't even want to shoot the stuff at 200 and 300 and 400 yards, even 500. I hate that target at 500 because it's a gimme. It's like I don't even want to shoot that thing.
Yeah, I know. He shoots it. He goes to the 1,000. Then he might shoot 3-4 more rounds, and then he puts it back in the case.
And then I'm done. You want that distance, that challenge, especially if it's a calm day and you don't have to figure out anything. You just, as long as you're holding on the steel, you're going to hit it.
Right. And then I was looking at some of the comments. Folks are saying, they don't have the range to do so. The biggest thing is just overall having fun with what you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
the range is here. Can I get Kenny's YouTube channel if he has one? Yep. Eagle Eye Precision.
Yeah. And somebody brought a good point. You mentioned it, Ken, about the range. There's no long range places. There was no long range anywhere around me until Clinton House did theirs about 3 years ago, Rick, maybe. And it was 1,000 yards. Within a year, there are now 3 or 4 ranges that have 1,000-yard ranges that are less than an hour from me. They just started popping up everywhere.
Why haven't we been to these?
Because they are expensive. There's actually one in Burnsville, and the one in Burnsville charges $25 per hour. No membership. But you know how it is. We go out to the range. We're there for 5-6 hours. I'm not paying that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I just think they should charge by the shot. That's what I was thinking of telling Frank. Can you charge by the shot?
Yeah.
Let's just call it $1 a shot, and then see what we end up with.
I was going to say, Hitting Steel CA, he actually hit a nail on the head for a lot of the folks that don't have capability. We have mini ELR challenges with a 22 long rifle.
Yep.
And you could get a Tika and 22 long rifle. You get a majority of the rifles that are long range in practice with a 22 LR, and try hitting a little mini 2-inch plate at 500 yards. It's insane. It's the same concept pretty much.
Well, even those stupid little chickens at like 100 yards, right?
Yeah. So I watch a YouTube channel called Mark and Sam After Work, and those guys are doing some amazing shots with 6.5 Creedmoors. They got the Gauge 357.
Night, Tony. Have a good night, buddy.
See ya.
But they do a lot of 22 ELR as well. and it's looks like a lot of fun. It's actually taken off here. There's a lot of folks doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to do that series last year at Clinton House, and I was trying to gauge the interest on it, because the NRL's got the 22 series. But, when you start getting to the extreme distance shooting with the 22s, you do have to go with those adjustable bases, to get you another 300 MOA. There's a lot more to it. And I don't know if you guys have ever priced any of the, it's Voodoo Innovations, I believe it is. And they do the exact replicas of your AIs and all that. But those are $3,000 for a little 22 long rifle.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's still $75, even if you have the VIP at Clinton House, right? To shoot the mile.
Yeah, it is $75 period to do the 1 mile shot, because that includes the coin if you hit it. It's like a challenge coin, and they're spotting for you. So even if you have a membership, you're still going to have to pay the $75.
Yeah, for a $3 challenge coin.
We'll see you, Lilith.
Have a good night. Appreciate you showing up. It was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Hank Strange chat. Did you get over there, Eagle Eye, on that one?
Yeah, I was listening the whole time.
That's
was
cool.
kind of funny.
How did I do? Did I do okay? I was kind of wondering how everybody was thinking.
No, you did, dude. You did a great job. That was an awesome chat.
Cool.
Discussing a lot of good topics, especially about backing up your videos for YouTube.
It's funny. I chatted him and said, "I challenge you." I said, "See if you can double my subscribers."
Right. These good people. That was a good chat.
Yeah, the CZ. What is it? The 455? Isn't that what
or the 455 Trainer. Those are great platforms.
Yeah, that was a nice rifle.
I still have it. I love it. It's a great one. I mean, and you can switch barrels out very quickly. I'm on the CZ program, and the CZ barrels are cheap, dirt cheap.
Who else is doing brass? Florida bearded man, fisherman asked. I was earlier today.
That's why I bought this app press right behind me. We got the primer military crimps. I'm tired of cutting military crimps out of my primers, like a sheet of primer. So I bought this press to use the primer pocket swager, and then process 9mm and also size my cast bullets.
Hey, what are you using, the Dillon 660 swager?
No, actually, Lee Precision made their own swager now.
Okay.
There's a lot of good reviews on it, so I'm gonna really check it out, see how it compares. Because I played with a Dillon swager before. It's worth its weight in gold for what you pay for. But I don't have a Dillon anymore that works. I got a 1050 if anybody wants to buy for it.
Yeah, not so much that, but the swager, because back in the day when we were shooting high power, everything had crimped in pockets. And the guys that taught me were old school guys, and they were like, "We don't recommend cutting primer pockets, just swage it." And they said, just spend the money and buy the swager. And I think, Rick, when you came over to the house, didn't I show you about that the first time with the 223? Or were you already doing that, Rick?
I was already doing. I got one up there.
Yeah. It just made life, life was so much easier with that, just getting that crimp, just swedging it. He's showing us something here.
Oh, sorry. I'm moving my camera. I got to load these rounds up before I forget my stack.
How you like that new press? I saw your video. It sounds like it's a lot faster and nicer.
It is. The app press, there's a lot of hate out there, a lot of negativism. I've been playing with this thing for the last month and a half. And I could say that when I first got the press, I wasn't really happy with it. There's a lot of issues with it, but a lot of it was induced by me because I didn't read the directions correctly.
Yeah. Well, you got to have the height right too. It looked like on your plates.
Yeah. But that's the thing about Lee. I mean, they're innovative. They're one of the only reloading companies that are listening to the audience, listening to their customers, and then making products based on what customers need. Because I've had a press mounted upside down for such the longest time, a turret press, and it was designed, or I mounted that way so I could do gas check making and sizing my bullets. So I believe Lee really looked at folks that are doing that and designed a press to take advantage of the upside down style of sizing your bullets. It makes it a lot faster. But like any Lee product, I mean Lee presses and Lee products are really designed for folks that don't mind minor tweaking and minor tinkering. Folks that are innovative or self-motivated that way. If you want something running smooth, then you're going to spend the big bucks. You're going to go to Dillon. But if you don't mind a little small tweaking, then Lee presses work.
I have a Lee press, and it just feels so flimsy compared to anything else I own.
Right. Yeah, they use a lot of plastic, and that's one thing I could say. I wish they could change that, but that's what I plan on doing. Now that I have my CNC and everything up and running, I'm going to start printing things or making things out of metal.
Yeah, for sure. You got the ability, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited to get this whole machine shop thing going.
Yeah. Now, did you know that receiver you showed with the jeweled bolt?
Mm-hmm.
Did you make that?
No, it comes factory. When you buy it that way, a jewel, you buy the case. It was actually out of stock for a long time. But one thing that I noticed when I was blueprinting that action, it had over 11 thousandths of run out on the barrel face. That's a lot. And then the bolt lugs too. They say, "Oh, he's gonna lap the bolt lugs." Nope. When I chucked that up into the Dave Manson blueprint tools that I had to cut the bolt face off in both receivers over. One of them was like a thousandths, and the other one was like a 1.5 thousandths on the bolt face in the back of the lugs. I swear to God. So one of the receiver face was 11 thousandths on one, and the other one was like 6.5.
There's a good question.
Yeah, they don't make the Remington actions like they used to. That's for sure.
All right. I know the answer to this. All right. Lee Hand press D-priming 45 ACP. Anyone use the ultrasonic cleaner for brass? I do not. So, but maybe you guys do. Actually, you had one out the other day, Ray, but that was probably for
No, I was cleaning gun parts. That's not for brass.
Yeah, I figured so. So, so what did Kenny say? No?
I wet tumble. I don't have an ultrasonic cleaner.
I wet tumble as well. Now, Ray has the red one, which I don't know which one that is.
The Thumbler's Tumbler.
Yeah, and I think personally, because I've seen those in operation, I've had a couple of buddies that have that one. I like the Frankfurt Arsenal over that. Just a lot easier to get to the brass and stuff. But I use a wet tumbler as well. What's for dinner, Ray? It's gonna be some Asian soup, chicken soup.
No, I'm not telling anybody.
Lucky Charms.
It's that. Oh, it could be cereal.
No, I do not do anything with milk.
It's that rotten cabbage stuff, ain't it?
That would be kimchi.
Kimchi. Is it kimchi?
Look at that. 45 auto. Got it.
Yeah. I clean brass old fashioned way. Corn cob media. There you go.
Yeah. That works, man. I've got away from it because I clean a lot of my brass indoor, and I didn't want any of the lead, lead dust being, inhalated.
That's what it did to Bruce Jenner.
Yeah. Ray, I was going to ask, do you play around with the concentricity gauge a lot with your hand loads, or?
No, I looked at your video on it, and I think I actually talked to you about it and ordering one, but no, I did not. I haven't gotten one. I really haven't been doing any reloading. These guys, when I say these guys, Rick and Sam have reloaded like 200 more rounds than I have over the last 2 months. I'm not a big reloader right now.
Dump Greenwood, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully everything's doing well. You got another kimchi is good. I've known Stump Greenwood for a while.
We actually make our own kimchi.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. What's
I don't know.
Even my round eye wife and daughter.
Nice.
Round eye.
The round eye.
She's not round eye. Your
She's
daughter.
a half round.
Yeah. She's oval. Right?
Elliptical.
Elliptical eye. Lime and green corn cob media works the best for me. Someone was telling me, was it Dr. Steve? He said if you put like a tablespoon of something in it, there's no dust. Like, what did he say?
Oh, it's is he talking about that flip? Or
We're talking about dry media. He said if you add something.
yeah, if you have flits, or I think it's like just new polish, like the stuff used for your cars.
Brasso. Yeah, Brasso. That wasn't it though. It was something else. It was like
This actually brings up the subject of folks that are really polishing brass. And I've done some testing on this, and I've noticed two things about highly polished brass, at least in my testing, that it actually raises your SDs and ES numbers. It's not allowing the brass to grip my chamber walls. That's what I've noticed on mine, at least for my testing. So when you really highly polished brass, I've noticed a lot. I reached my max pressure on this. Loads that I was right there, maybe half a grain under. I was at max pressure. I was loving it. I was seeing pressure. So.
Talk closer, Kenny. Nobody hear you.
Oh, sorry, man. My
No one
phone's
hear you.
sorry.
You guys keep talking about this kimchi stuff. Idaho says he smelt that stuff. No thanks.
Yeah. Can you hear me better now? This phone, it just doesn't like StreamYard.
Yeah, I can hear you great when you're by it.
Yeah, it's just sorry because I have it on mobile device. I'm sorry.
No worries. Florida Bearded Man. I don't know if he's talking about my video or not. I did one where it was basically iced tea jugs, and I think I called it "Throw Away Your Dry Tumbler" back in the day. That video actually gets a lot of views. I'm surprised. What time is it? What do we got here? All right, so in 8 minutes we're out of here. My head's killing me.
I don't polish my brass like this, so I mean that's one thing I was saying. It does hurt your accuracy or SD numbers. So you can see my brasses.
Does it mess with accuracy? Is that what you're saying?
It messes with your SD numbers because it doesn't allow the brass to grip the chamber well.
So cleaner brass is better. Is that what you're saying?
Not cleaner brass, letting you have a little bit of a grip. You know, when you have a polished brass pallet, a polished case. I've had every single one of my rifles, when I have really high polished brass, I notice my SD numbers and my groups increase.
Really? Cool. We can just skip the step of cleaning it then and just change the primer out, put some more powder and a projectile on it. Boom. Thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, I sit down with a lot of the bench rest, the railgun shooters here, and all they do is they take a microfiber cloth and building alcohol. That's all they do.
I know, and it was delicious.
No, delicious. Right?
Yeah.
Is that your answer?
That's my answer.
Just rub them with alcohol on a
Yeah, see, he's heard it too. That's all these guys do, man. These guys they're old machinists. Some of them are ex-military. They got extensive background. I mean, they're putting together missile guidance systems and stuff. They know ballistics in and out. And listening to some of them, they're able to tell me some of the secrets, and that's what they do.
Hold on, we actually got an important comment finally. This is probably the most important one I've seen all night. Eric says he doesn't know about kimchi, buddy.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry. You can have it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick Ray, going to be bored while you're gone because all these live chats. All right, we got 6 minutes, guys, and we're out of here. So
I won't be bored. I will be sleeping.
I know I need to get to bed before freaking 1 o'clock in the morning every night. Luckily, my kids are old enough where I don't even have to go. Hey, get up. Get ready for school. Let's see. Bored while you're going because of all these live chats you've been doing. Might make him go on a donut bench.
I'm taking my computer.
He'll
We'll have internet.
We'll be able to jump on because we know who's not going to stop with the chats.
Nice.
Until I got to get back to work. You guys will know when I'm back at work because
You'll be gone.
this will be halted. This will be on a huge halt. X-Ring is a good salesman. Yes, he is. I even bought a Borka tool set. Bam.
Yeah, that's my next purchase.
It says X-Ring, you're a good salesman. For what? I don't really sell anything.
Yeah, you do. Everybody that watches your videos goes, "Oh, man.
I sell my mag release. That's what I sell.
What tea do you drink? Sweet or extra sweet?" Just regular sweet. I got enough sugar running through this sugar system that I couldn't do anymore. American Patriots in the house. George is in the house. Thanks for showing up. We're actually going to end this in 5 minutes, so my friend. X-Ling and Bryson, good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Doing all the live chats and info. Appreciate that. Let's see. Got to go 2. Need to wake up at 3. Rick I will shoot you an email. Kenny, I will do the same through your website. That sounds good. I had tea in my hand today, but I said, F it. No, LOL, Red Bull instead. I cannot drink that stuff.
Red Bull, no. I used to drink that all the time.
You guys remember there was one called, of course, I can't remember now that I'm saying it. What the hell is it called?
Bryson, glazed donuts.
Yeah, he's going to need that. Austin, you made Hank's show. Yeah, I appreciate that, Armament and Axes. That was pretty cool, man. I had a lot of fun. So sounds like X-Ring and I will be on there again here sometime.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so that challenge is 30 miles there, Ray? You got to hike?
Yeah.
No, it's a total of 30 miles. It's not 30 a day. It's a total of 30.
Okay. So, but there's like, of course, downtime for you guys to rest and everything, right? You got to account for that? Or?
You shoot your stages and you travel to the next one. You shoot your stages, travel to the next one.
That's I thought the Vortex challenge was pretty tough. That sounds like pretty gruesome.
Did you shoot the Vortex?
No, I wanted to. I just couldn't get the time off.
Yeah, I was called on that one. They were going to buy me a spot if I came out, and I was like, man, I just came out from there. I shot a CD match, and they were like, yeah, we'll give you the free housing and everything else. I think didn't Charles Soule run that? Yes, he did. Charles Soule used to be the guy that ran most of the 3-Gun Nation matches, and he called me, and I was advised against going out there, so I didn't go.
Hank show, huh?
Yep. Armament and Axes is the man you want to talk to if you want to get on that.
I'm all for it.
It's fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm just not political. I try to stay away from that crap, though I follow it pretty intensely.
You can tell them what you don't want to talk about.
Yeah. He gives you a good Q&A for Lola does on what topics to avoid, because there were some certain topics that I had to avoid, and they said that will just make it taboo, and it worked out well. I had a really good time on their show.
Awesome. Yeah, actually, the president was right in the Capitol, and then 3 hours away from me.
You guys got 1 minute. They did a 24-hour shooting competition.
No, 3 days.
Yeah, but it's not 24 hours.
Oh, no. Now, somebody asked earlier, I didn't want to say anything. Do you camp? There is a division where you can camp, and you must carry all of that with you as well. We are not doing that. This is Bryson's first long-range match ever, and we both decided we did not want to be sleeping in the cold and carrying the extra weight, because you're going to add another easily 15 pounds, because for 3 days you must have all of your food, all of the ammo for the match, water, everything. You cannot be given anything throughout the whole match. And there's quite a few people that are doing that, but no, we're not doing that.
Hard pass.
Yeah, their packs are normally 70 to 80 pounds.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joaquin. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, TB, I would like to see that as well, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, we're working on it. It's tough. It's all good though. That makes it that much more fun when you get there.
Thank you, Jackson.
All right, you guys. Anything you want to say before we shut her down?
Nope.
All right.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for showing up.
Thanks, Rick.
Good luck, Bryson and Ray. Hope you guys kick butt. And
Hey, Bryson, you know what that is, don't you? Don't say it. Don't type it.
I know what it is.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you showed it today on your Instagram.
No, you don't. We'll wait till the chat ends.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, you guys. Take care. It was a pleasure as always. Thanks.
Have a good one.
See you guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Stay safe.